Hi guys! I'm finally back. I know you've all missed me so much. No, I'm just kidding. It's Molly and it's Thursday and I'm so happy to be back on Queer Theory. And to be completely honest, there wasn't really a reason that I was gone other than life just got in the way, and it was really hard to get myself to make a video. But here I am and I apologize. I'm so sorry that I've missed you guys for probably 2 or 3 weeks now. I'm sorry. This week I'm gonna do 2 videos in one to make up for one of the weeks that I was gone. And it's just because I really want to talk about what we're supposed to be talking about. So here I go. I just really want to say that I am so excited about every social media project that has been coming out lately. No pun intended, targeted towards the queer community. I'm just so excited about them all. Caitlyn Jenner was a phenomenal first step in the push towards transgender equality. After that, there's all these different shows coming on about families who have transgender members, families who are going through the process of transitioning, and I just think that that is so amazing. And social media wise, Miley Cyrus, I'm so proud of Miley. I don't care who hates her and who doesn't like her, I love her, and especially now that she, through the Happy Hippie Foundation, has another foundation that supports queer, trans, anyone who falls under the LGBTQIA community, and she actually is in the process of making trans more normal in society's eyes. So she goes every day and posts people who identify as queer, who identify as trans, and explain their story so that you see it on social media and you're acclimated to it, and I think that is amazing. I'm so happy, because other than that, it was kind of just grassroots type things of people on Tumblr and other like blogs that talk about their situation and how they feel about it. So other than that, like social media, especially from big names, big people, big corporations, the legalization of gay marriage in all 50 states, that was so exciting. And because of that, everything was super gay for like a day. Like the White House and all these different important buildings were lit up to show everyone like love wins, and honestly I couldn't be more happy the way anything is going right now. The next topic I think I missed was marriage and kids. I'll start with the kids part because I'm not in any rush to get to the marriage part of this conversation. So kids, I really love kids. I absolutely adore them and I want to have many children, but I don't know how I want to have them. Since I identify as pansexual, I don't know if I see myself settling down with a man or a woman, and I just really don't know. I think that I could settle down with anybody as long as they love me the way they're supposed to love me, and that's that. So as far as like going to have kids, I really want to adopt children. I've always wanted to be a foster parent and adopt. That's like a very personal reason. I wanted to foster because when I was younger my dad passed away, and I have 2 other brothers that don't live with me because they were placed in foster care. They weren't children of my dad and my mother, and my mom couldn't take them. So they were in foster care and they got adopted. So it's always been like a very personal mission to me to be somebody's foster parent. I'm going to do that regardless of who I end up with, so I hope my partner is okay with that. But I would also really love to have children of my own, like carry them myself. Like I really want to carry my own children and have my own children. Then I almost feel like a little guilty because there's so many kids in the world that have parents that don't want them or couldn't have them for whatever reason, and I just feel like compelled to save them all. But I really do want to have my own kids. I really want to have a natural water birth, and that sounds so crazy specific for someone who's not sure if they want their own kids. But I always watch videos of it online, not to sound like a total weirdo. As a woman, I feel like my body is a temple and it's like meant to go through that, and I just want to feel it. So yeah, if I do have children of my own, I want to have a natural water birth, and I definitely want children regardless of if they're mine or not. Marriage, hold on. Okay, marriage, I don't want to get married. I don't think. Okay, I don't think that I want to get married. And every time I say this, everybody's just like, oh my goodness. Okay, I really don't know if I want to get married. One, I don't know if I could be content with waking up next to the same person every day for the rest of my life. And before all of you tell me how shitty and weird that is, I just don't know if it's something that I can do. Relationships kind of freak me out. I really always love the idea of them, but then something about it just like freaks me out. And it might be the fact that like in a relationship you're kind of vulnerable, and I don't like feeling vulnerable, but that might be another video someday if we ever talk about like emotional things or whatever. But I really don't feel like I want to get married. I see what the rush is. And if you love someone and you know that that's what you want for the rest of your life, I'm not going to sit here and knock you just because that's not what I personally would do. If I'm gonna get married, I think I'd rather like have children with that person already, be like in my house with them already, and like already with them for a while before I'm gonna sit there and say, alright, I want to be with you for the rest of my whole entire life. Like, I'll be engaged to you with the intent of getting married. Like, it's not necessarily the commitment that scares me. I'm not afraid of that. I just don't really know if I see myself marrying somebody. I get a lot of shit for that because they're like, oh, you have to get married. I don't have to do anything, okay? Like, I see myself having children, and I guess how do you see yourself having children if you don't see yourself, like, having a lifelong partner? But I really don't know where the thought process behind that comes from, but you can ask anyone. It's just been my thought for years. I don't see myself getting married. It might be because I'm young and I'm just not ready for all of that. I don't know. But I just don't see myself getting married right now. Or maybe ever. Just leave it at that. I don't really think I see myself getting married, but I see myself having lots of little babies. This week's topic for like this week right now, because that was last week's and the one before was the week before that. So this week right now, the topic is people that have reacted negatively and positively to you coming out. I have stories for both of them, of course, because who doesn't? My first like ever reaction to me coming out was negative, and that's because it was an ex-boyfriend of mine, so I kind of like took it with a grain of salt. So his negativity went a little something like this. Sees me walking in the hallway holding my then girlfriend's hand, tweets, blah 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 blah, hashtag let's be honest. I was like, I know he is not. So then I let it go. Kept happening. Then his friends kept tweeting, hashtag let's be honest. Things that had like nothing to do with like me being gay. Like they would be like, oh, I just had the best Chipotle burrito ever, hashtag let's be honest, because they know that I would see it, and obviously it's about me, like you're just being a dick. So I confronted him. I was like, what the fuck is your problem? Do you have something to say to me? Say it to my face. And he was like, oh, I don't know, I didn't say anything. I was like, but you fucking tweeted it. And he was like, what are you talking about? So I put my hand on his locker. I was like, if you have something to fucking say, come to me. You have my phone number, and you know where I live, you know where to find me. Stop fucking tweeting about me, because it's childish and I'm over it. And then after that, he never tweeted about me again because that bitch was scared. And that was the only negativity like I've really gotten, other than like the typical like, you're too cute to be gay, oh my god. Like, shut the fuck up, that shit is just annoying. Okay, and then like positivity, basically everybody else was positive about it. I told my dad, I was like, hey, I have a girlfriend, and he was like, I knew it. And then I told my mom, and she was like, but I want you to have kids. And I was like, I can still have kids. And she was like, I just want you to be happy. And I was like, okay, I'm happy. And then that was that. Same thing with my grandparents. My pop-up was like, whatever. And then my friends were actually like really cool about it. They're like, who cares? Like, you like who you like. You're gonna do what you're gonna do. And yeah, basically everybody else has been positive about it. And I haven't really gotten any negativity. Guys, I promise that I will not disappear on you again and have to do like a ridiculously long, I'm sorry, I apologize, I miss you, let me do 4 topics in 1 week kind of video. I promise I'm gonna try so hard. I've been really busy at work. I just got promoted to manager, and then I've been really busy in my personal life. I just have a lot of stuff going on, and I don't really want to get into it, but I just want to apologize and say that I will be back at you. And also, I just want to say that I had the best time of my life at Pride. Me and Adam went to New York Pride this Sunday, and it was great. And I'm so happy that I went, and I just really needed to share that with you guys because it was one of the best days of my life. And yeah, I'm never gonna disappear again, I promise. I love you guys so much. Please don't stop watching my videos. This has been Molly on Queer Theory. It is Thursday, and I love you all.